H2KInfosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2KInfosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2KInfosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
Button. I can also put the login information out here. For example, password typed, username typed. This will be, I can write down next button clicked. Similarly, out here I can write down sign in button clicked, and then after that I can write down the login information, setting that browser closed. Now I will run the class file after saving it. It is doing the transaction. If you see out here, I am not able to see any login information. The login information will be made in a log folder, okay, of the working directory. So if I refresh the project, I do not get any log folder. If you see that. Now instead of that, the console showed me a warning. No appenders could be found for logger. It is not able to find the appenders. Please initialize the Log4j system properly. Okay, so this warning is coming because Log4j by default is not able to find the external configuration file. Which is the external configuration file? Log4j properties. It is not able to find the Log4j external configuration file present in this particular location. Okay, generally what happens, the Log4j uses the get resource method of your get context class loader method to find the external file where the login information is kept. Okay, now by default Log4j will not be able to directly find the log4j.properties file, which is the external file where the login information is kept. So what we need to do in order to get out this warning, to remove this warning, we have to use a class called as base configurator class. Basic configurator class. Now other thing is that it has a method called configure method. Now what this class will do, this class will use this class has a method called configure. This method will use the get context class loader method of your thread class to find out the external file where the login information is kept. So what happens is that Log4j by default directly cannot find the external file where the login information is kept. You have to use this class and this method of this class to say that boss, this is where the Log4j.properties file is present. It finds out by itself. So that particular class loader file, which is called the get context class loader file, is able to automatically find out the location of the external file where the login information is kept. So that is why you have to use the configure method of the base configurator class. This will find out the login information kept in the external file. If you do not use this, this warning will come, because what happens is that Log4j will not be able to find out the external file where the login information is kept directly. It has to use this method of this class in order to find out the external file where the login information is kept. Once we have made this, then we can save this class file and run it. Now if you see out here, the console shows me lot of uh, debugging messages, but it does not show me that the login information has been made or not. The login information should come with the login messages that has been given in your info methods. Now if I refresh the project also, I do not get the log folder created inside the working directory, that is the current working project. Why it is not coming? Because I have not used another class called as the property configurator class. The property configurator class also has a method known as .configure. Okay, now what does the property configurator class do? It basically helps us in recognizing the logging information kept in the external file. It helps us to create and recognize the login information kept in the external file, and the external file used out here is log4j.properties. So in the configure method, you got to pass on the external file, that is log4j.properties file. So what is to do? This is helps us in recognizing the and creating the external file where you can keep the login information, and the configure method will read the login information kept in the external file. The external file right now out here is log4j.properties file. Now after this, when we run this, could not read the configuration file, it is saying. So that means there's a problem. So what we need to do is go back to the console and check what is the problem. Properties file, log4j.properties file. Oh, there is a bracket out here. Okay, so what I need to do is that you have to put the bracket. It is not able to read the information because the property file was different. Now if I save the file and run it, I still get it. So let us wait and go to the log4j.properties file out here. So what I am going to do, I am going to remove this particular file, delete it for the sake of, and out here I do have the properties file which I am going to open with Notepad and save this file as in the desktop as log4j.properties. and I'm going to copy this and paste it in my project right now. This is the project. Paste it. I hope that it will be able to read right now. It's coming with a log4j. Anyway, what I can do, I can remove this, delete it. How to create a properties file? You can go to log4j concept project, new, others. You can go to general, file, next. You can create log4j. You can give any name, dot properties. Finish. Created. Open the log4j properties and I'll paste it whatever is given out here. Select all, copy, go out here and paste it. That's all, and save the class file. Ensure that the name is same which you are calling inside the project. Yeah, just remove it and save the class file and then run it. Great. You see the login information is coming in the console. The info label has been used, and this is the login information that are given opening the Firefox browser. Then the information was navigation to Gmail application, that's coming out here. Okay, username typed, then next button is clicked, password. Similarly, I also wanted to create the log information in your TTTC format and HTML format, and that's been created in the log folder. If I refresh the project, you see a log folder is created inside the present working directory. If I open this application.html, if I right click and open with web browser, this is the log information. Time, thread, level of login information is info. This is the Gmail class file created. This is the file name, and these are the messages. That is how you get in your. So login station started at this particular time. This is how you get in HTML format. If you want to see any other format, you can go out here. You can open up the test logs. So this will give you a time stamping, okay, of the same Gmail login class, and these are the messages in the info class of each line. Okay, this is how login information is kept, and this is for your test log1.log. Test1.log is for your TTCC format. So go out here and open up this log file. This is how it is shown. So you can create the same login information in different formats, in different destinations, in different patterns. This is how log4j is used, and log4j can take care of exceptions in the Java code by itself. It has an inbuilt feature to take care of exceptions too. That's all for today. Thanks for it.